Hey, dude, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of something I was studying, and this is the hammer candle. And what I wanted to do today, while Bitcoin, it's up about $200, $300, didn't really want to focus on that today. It wasn't anything crazy going on in the market. So what I wanted to do was sit back and do some studying with you here today. And what we're going to be learning about is the hammer candle. And why I want you guys to identify this and be able to know about this candle is because it can be very good for bottoming patterns. And it's something that you want, hammering out a market. That's the name of it, and that's the reason for it. It's all about hammering out that bottom, and whenever you see this candle, a lot of the times it could show that this is the bottom, and you may start changing that trend in the short term. So that's what we're going to get into today, guys. Appreciate you being here with me today. If you like these tutorials, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying for 100 likes on this tutorial, and guys, you are the people who I really want to work with. I love putting out stuff about Bitcoin and different videos on the channel, but the people who really want to learn this stuff the way that I want to learn this stuff, those are the people who I'm excited to be here with today, because I've really caught a passion for this stuff and I want to share it with you. And what we're going to be reading out today is the Japanese Candlestick Charting book. It's a really good book. Have about 3 examples in there I'm going to read to you. So guys, what you're looking for when you see a hammer candle like this, basically you want it to be coming out of a downtrend, and you can see how we're in a downtrend here, and this is our hammer candle right here. And whenever you're looking at a hammer candle, what you want to see is the wick of it. So this tail right down in here, you want to see that 2 to 3 times as long as the real body. So this would definitely qualify as a hammer candle. And what's so special about the hammer candle, like we talked about in the beginning here, it's a bottoming pattern. So what it means is hammering out a bottom in a market. So that's the definition of it. So basically the 3 things I wanted to share with you here: it will have no or very short upper shadow. So this one does have a very short upper shadow. So this would still qualify though as a hammer. The real body is at the upper end of the trading range. The color of the real body is not important. So even if this is red, the fact that you had this really long wick here and it's 2 to 3 times as long as the real body, that would still qualify for a hammer candle. Would it be a hair stronger if it was green? I believe so, but that's what you're looking for, guys, the formation of this. And what it also talks about is that you need confirmation the following day for a hammer candle. And also with this hammer candle, you want to see it come on big volume. So you don't want this hammer candle to just be on a little bit of volume or average volume, where you really want to see an expansion in that volume at the bottom of this trend with a hammer candle. And you can see the following day it was a red candle, but we still had a higher close, so we were getting follow through, and that basically just kicked off this entire move. So say you waited for confirmation, and say we even got it on this candle here, and you bought in at around 176 and you rode this up. I mean, we went up to around $198. This is on a Goldman Sachs little chart here, but I just want to show you the move just from this hammer. Am I saying when you catch a hammer it's gonna for sure go? It's not, guys. That's why you have to wait for that confirmation, and you have to see. But a lot of times it can really be that bottoming pattern for you. And I also like to look at the bullish engulfing patterns, bullish piercing patterns. They all have a different significance for the bulls and the bears fighting back and forth. That's what it's all about. It's changing the hands. You're going to have people in the market who are shorting. You're going to have people in the market who go long. That's the bulls and the bears, and they're fighting back and forth with each other. So what I'm trying to identify are these candlestick patterns, and then I start to look, is this candlestick pattern on volume? Does this candlestick pattern have stochastic cross taking place with it at a support level, or a trend line? Those are the type of things you're looking for, guys, and they can be so beneficial to you in the long run if you can identify these things. And the opposite of a hammer is going to be your hanging man candle. So at the top, say we had a candle that looked like this at the very top, that would actually be a bearish candlestick pattern. That can be a topping pattern. So that's what I'm saying, guys. When you learn how to work with these candles and you learn these candles, you're going to put the odds immensely in your favor. And that's what trading is about. It's about putting the odds in your favor. It's not about having a crystal ball or being a fortune teller. It's looking at these candles, having a game plan, knowing what you want to do. And even this, guy, say you were to take a position up in here at $174, you could put a stop loss below the tail down in here, depending on your risk to reward, how long you're holding the trade. But you could put your stop loss down in there with the anticipation of that was the bottom. That was the hammering out of this short-term or intermediate term downtrend, and now it's starting to reverse. So if it drops down past that area, then this wasn't valid and you'll get stopped out, so you don't end up losing a ton and it goes against you. It's all about the risk to reward. You want a risk to reward around 3 to 1, at least what I like to play. 2.5, 3 to 1, 4 to 1. That's the game I'm in. There's been times when I've even got up into the 5 to 1, 6 to 1. That's the type of trade that I'm looking for in these markets. I don't want to take something to where I have a dangerous risk to reward 1-to-1 and it's ugly, something along those lines. I really want to see a good risk to reward. But with this candlestick pattern, you can put in your back pocket and even use stock scanning equipment to where you can find long hammer candles. And the longer the wick down here, the more powerful that hammer candle is going to be. If you have a very long wick, guys, even longer than this, and a tiny little body or whatever, that makes it even that much more powerful that the bulls stepped in down here and are now going to continue to push this up or change that trend. That's what we're looking for. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys. Just a quick little video here. Pay attention to those hammer candles. They can really be beneficial to you in the long run. So if you like this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless you all, guys. I appreciate you being here with me today.